everyone, as you have seen here on the channel, we have recently got into the Groms with their new release of the Gorgon Grom. We did an unboxing a little while ago, but I'm going to do my own unboxing here. Unfortunately, I couldn't be with the guys for the original unboxing, but we're also going to do a quick little build. We're going to be adding the Proline school bus body to it. I'm going to walk you through that, and this is what the final product is going to look like. So let's unbox the Gorgon here. As you can see, the box art was absolutely awesome. Love these Groms. I'm so happy that ARRMA has been doing these Groms. I think they should make a Grom of everything. I am still waiting on a felony Grom or some type of nice on-road Grom. I know we have the NASCAR, but it would be nice to get something, you know, like that. Now, this is a brushed truck, so we got these for, I believe, about $170 on sale. Normally, I think they retail for about $209. So we got these on sale for Christmas, of course. And as you can see, looks absolutely wonderful here in the box. I love the body art on the Gorgon. I love the fact that they are pushing the body art. I think in comparison, some of the like Mojaves and the Typhons almost have like boring body art. Not that they need super loud body art, but I do like how cool and flashy this is. So here's a look at the stock truck. We did the red colorway. Again, love the graphics down the side. It has the red wheels, red shocks, and the wheelie bar out at the back. Preliminary review. It's nice, you know, the suspension is great. I think it has some pretty good detail, and this does just feel a lot more hobby grade than, you know, any toy that you would buy for, you know, someone else. I do like that it has the clipless body system. However, they have moved it to the front and rear, where like the Mojave actually has it on the two sides. I think this is actually kind of a smarter mounting spot, especially for a body like this. Peeling off the body, we do have, of course, our innards, and this is a new chassis for the Grom series. So like the Mojave Grom and the NASCAR, and they've all kind of shared somewhat similar parts, and this uses the same parts, of course, but it is a different chassis design, which is very, very interesting and should be fun. You do get a little baggie as well. This does come with a new longer Torx bit, which is very, very nice. However, as you'll see towards the end of the video, I actually ended up bending it a little bit, so it's not super strong, but definitely nice to have on hand. We do get some suspension collars, the ARRMA batteries as well, and you get these really cool Grom cards with each Grom that you get. You can either collect them, or a lot of people tie them to their remote so they know which is which. You also do get a little tire iron little thing, which is very, very nice to see. And of course, you do get the charger. They slightly updated the charger with actually telling you where the plus and minus is, but it's the same USB-A and USB-C charger. You get a bunch of manuals, as well as you get this fold-out parts list. It tells you every single part and its number for the Gorgon Grom. I thought this was really, really smart to do. You also do get this tiny little wrench. I didn't end up needing it for today's video. And installing the battery is a little bit interesting. So it actually comes in the truck already, however not plugged in, but there are these little fingers that you actually have to move aside. Again, different than the other Groms that are normally held in by a strip of Velcro. So nice. We'll see if that, you know, holds up better longevity. And here's the cord. Something really, really nice is that they have it work for USB-A and USB-C, so you could charge this pretty much anywhere. If you charge it in your car and you only have USB-A, or if you have a brand new car that does have USB-C, they've got you covered, which is very nice. And honestly, just having this little USB-C to USB-A adapter has been so helpful in other aspects of life, for my camera charger, for my phone charger, and things like that. So we will plug this in. It does take forever to charge, but now we can start unboxing the Proline school bus body. This is serial number PRO368815. I believe they're like 20 or 30 bucks. We got this one for 30. And overall, it's a pretty cool design. I did opt for the pre-painted design, or really actually Alex and Nick got this for me, but they went for the pre-painted design, which is the one that I would have gone with. I'm going to do school bus yellow anyway, but they do sell a clear one. So if you want to do like a black with green flame school bus, you can do that, and of course make it your own. We do get a nice sticker sheet as well, and they are pre-cut stickers, so no X-Acto knife or anything like that. And so I got to peeling away the protective coating on the outside. This is more helpful for when you actually paint the bodies, but since this one was already painted, it doesn't really need the protective coating because you got to put the stickers on it. The only downsides of the body is that there were two gaps in the paint, little chips from the factory of where the paint missed, so that was a little bit unfortunate, but honestly, this body is probably going to get destroyed pretty quickly, so I wasn't too torn up about it. Then I started to apply the stickers. This was really, really great. If you either are inexperienced with custom bodies, or if you're, getting this for a kid, or, just a lower level experience, this was fantastic because of all the right angles. So applying the stickers was actually very, very easy to line up. They were easy to lay because you're not trying to curve a sticker, and I think it came out really well because I'm not good at applying stickers, and I was able to do a decent enough job. So here it is, finally all stickered up. I love the Proline school district down the side and the tail lights. I think it all came out great. There are a ton more stickers you can add, like flames and the Proline logos, but I wanted something a little bit more simple. Now is the challenge of putting the under bracing from the Gorgon body onto the school bus. So there's just a lot of screws that you have to undo. It's pretty straightforward. There were a couple of hiccups that I'll talk about here in a second, but here is taking it all apart. You do need to rob the Gorgon body of two parts. So there is a plate that goes around what looks like the rear license plate, but it's actually the rear body release. You have to take that off of the Gorgon body, and you do have to take off the hood piece too. There's a hood piece that goes across the top of the hood that actually bolts in. You have to rip that off of the old Gorgon body as well. Once you get those pieces off though, you basically just bolt them right onto the school bus. Now there is a mount that doesn't actually bolt to anything in the school bus chassis at the very back. It's up at the top. It's the spoiler for the normal Gorgon body, but because it doesn't go high enough for the school bus body, it just kind of floats in the middle of nowhere. You're still going to want to bolt this in just because it adds structural rigidity to that brace, and it's going to help the body flex less. It's going to help the chassis flex less. Then we just needed the final touches of putting the sticker over the front hood brace, and here it is. This is the school bus body for the Gorgon Grom. Now, I did have to trim the rear bumper a little bit to accommodate the wheelie bar, so it wasn't clicking fully into place without trimming this. I don't know why they didn't have this trimmed from the factory, but I guess if you don't have the wheelie bar on, it looks better or something. I don't know. So I took it outside for a couple of rips. I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed with the speed of it, but it is a brush truck, so I'm just so used to the brushless systems that this was a little bit slower. This definitely is a lot sillier of a chassis, a lot more fun. I'm sure we're going to take this to skate parks and whatnot, and it will do a standing backflip if you put it up against the wall, which was very, very cool. Obviously, I haven't driven this a whole lot. I wanted to do this build all in one video, so it's not a million different parts of like, oh, come back and check out part 16 where we paint the wheels. I want to do it all in one video. It's done. I'm going to enjoy this truck, but here it is, and that is how simple the installation process of the Proline school bus body is, but also how great the Gorgon Grom is. You're going to see this in a lot of videos coming up. I think we have a couple videos planned to take these to skate parks and whatnot and do some sort of Monster Jam style things with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Huge thank you to Alex and Nick. They were able to go out and buy this stuff, and Patrick as well. They were able to go out and buy this stuff while I was away, and they got this for me, which I was able to pass the time because I was kind of held up at home for a couple of days. So I was able to pass the time by building this, and I really, really appreciate them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm sure we'll post more Grom stuff soon. Take care, everyone.